Dear listener, I had a friend say something interesting to me the other day. She was talking about an incident she had experienced, a trauma. And when I asked her to feel into it and said, "What were you feeling?" she said she couldn't really remember it. She couldn't remember the trauma. She could state the facts, but she couldn't really remember much else. She said she was really good at compartmentalizing. So she could remember all of the facts, but not feel the feelings. Couldn't even remember what feelings she was having when she was experiencing the trauma. So that's what I found really interesting. Compartmentalizing, the ability to wall off parts of ourselves. So that makes us just a version of ourselves in any moment. And that got me thinking, or rather remembering. When was there a time that I wasn't compartmentalizing the many facets of me? When I first opened my studio, I was a gyrotonic instructor. That's it. I wasn't a mother, a wife. I was Lisa Roche, the gyrotonic instructor. When my natural ability to channel and direct Reiki energy awakened, I walled it off and only accessed it for clients who specifically booked for that service. So when I was a Reiki master with a client, I walled off the gyrotonic instructor. When I was channeling meditations, I walled off being a Reiki master and being a gyrotonic instructor. When I worked with clients strictly as a channeler, I channeled messages, but I walled off being the gyrotonic instructor, being the Reiki master teacher, being even the channeler of meditations. All of these individual aspects of myself got put into their, respective cubbies, I guess you could call it that. And I pulled them out when I needed them. I accessed what I needed when I needed it. And it wasn't until I closed the studio that I even entertained gathering all of these individual parts into one complete, whole version of myself. The Feng Shui expert, she was off in one corner. The gyrotonic instructor was off in another. The Reiki master teacher was in another area. The meditation channeler was in another area. The healing channeler was in another area. Mom, right? That role of me was in another area. Wife, friend, sister, daughter, all of these different aspects of myself, all sort of separated from each other until I closed my studio. And I was able to gather all of these different parts of me and bring them into one space. Me. That's it. And then there were other people's expectations of me. I was really good at channeling, so I wound up partnering with someone who expected me to be only that and to table everything else. I was a really good Reiki master and had a partner who wanted just that aspect of me, push everything else aside. But now I look at me, the whole me, and realize that I have allowed all the different parts of me to return and become one. I am me. It's been a winding road, oh my God, for sure. But I actually feel authentically me now. I've taken these past couple of years to really explore me, all these different facets, and bring them together to celebrate one life. And it's neat because I sit back and I go, who am I becoming? I bring all of this together. Who am I becoming? I used to go home after the studio and secretly wish that my home were more like my studio, but it felt different. My home felt different, and I didn't know why. I had all of this stuff. I had oils, crystals, candles, equipment even, but it felt different. Why was it different? I think back, I think of my home. Why was it different from my studio? It wasn't. All of the stuff was the same. It was me. I was the one who was different. I came home splintered and then splintered some more when I added mom and wife to the mix of all of the many different roles that I played. So many hats, so many identities, all compartmentalized. And now here I am, me, entrepreneur, Reiki master, Feng Shui expert, intuitive guide, channel, host of Find Your Flow. Here I am as my most authentic self, finding the courage to express my voice, no longer splintered, no longer compartmentalized, but whole. Or, as whole as I'm going to be right now. I hope to become even more as I learn and grow more and more. So this has me thinking, how many of you out there feel compartmentalized? Do you feel splintered? Do you have one version of you with some friends and another with other friends? Do you have a version of you with family and then another one of you at work? Does the gamer in you not mix with the one that goes to the symphony? Are you splintered? Are you compartmentalized? So now imagine if you have that many versions of you living full and active lives, where is your trauma self? Where is your pained self? Is there even room for that self? Have you created room for that self? Can you make room for that version of you too? This is what I mean when I say honor your whole self. Make space. Feel into your trauma. Validate it. Explore it. You don't need to relive it. So first agree to explore the facts of your trauma. That's it. Just make that agreement. And if you can acknowledge and remember the facts, validate the facts of a trauma, then imagine, how would you have felt in that experience? Play it like a movie with characters. How would those characters feel in that trauma experience? Try to identify those emotions. Give them words. Identify those emotions. Validate those emotions. Honor your pain. Validate your pain. See your pain. Hear your pain. Just in the memory. And welcome that part of you back. Welcome them home. It's a part of you, and it deserves to come home. And you, your whole self, deserves to be at peace. This is what the healing journey is all about. And if you need help, if you could use some tools, just reach out. I know a lot of healers, caregivers, energy workers, counselors, doctors. There are a lot of interviews on the calendar here for the podcast for the rest of the year. I'm scheduled out with amazing, incredibly inspiring people. I really am meeting some wonderful people. And they're here to help you. And all you need to do is ask. I'm here. You are not alone. Welcome home. Love, Lisa.